Hello, y'all. I'm back. It's 3:16 p.m. I get so worn out and exhausted and tired. Can't wait. I mean, it's like I was so depressed that basically I got up and got dressed at the last minute. I got up and got dressed, and I think that's been happening for like the last week or two. Well, not every day, but so I every day is like a debate on whether or not to go, but I've been going every day, have not missed a day except maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was a Friday, and probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, it was a Friday, and I you know was too tired and couldn't go no more, and had to go home early, but um you know I'm I pushed myself to get out the motel room today, plus all that construction is another, I mean, the remodeling of the place is another thing that drove me out. You know, I hate when you go somewhere and there's limited space, that they want to force, that they block your spot or your space and try to force you to squeeze through such a small space somewhere, and then lie and be like, oh, they got plenty of room. I would like my space to be wide enough for me to not have to bump into anything or touch anything or people, so so I got up and got out, and of course, I got too much evidence to be called fake. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna say this again. For me, the worst part, the worst nightmare of this program is for me to be hated and disliked by even other targeted individuals, or even other Christians who say that they're targeted. To me, listen to what I have to say. To me, that is the worst nightmare for me. And that got me down. Me living in constant fear all day, every day, is my torture to my mind. And people handpick who to love and care about or be supportive of. I mean, as I said before, they even have other so-called targets who don't like me for no reason, and I never did them anything, even when I was new to the YouTube targeted individual community, and still, trying to understand and figure out everything, so while I was working just a while ago, I had so many thoughts, I guess, ruminating, so many thoughts running through my head, but I figured I'll come here and try to take my break a little early, and then get back to work. I won't be on here for all that long right now, but I'll definitely come back later. So they won't have the special dinner tonight. So I have food in the freezer. It's frozen though. So let's see. I do have But I don't know if that would fill me up though if I had like some beans and rice for dinner. But let me see, beans and rice. And I mean, I'm trying to be creative with the little bit that I have. This morning, I had just peanut butter on Puerto Rican bread and some milk for breakfast. And I ate lunch and dinner almost back to back. I'm sorry, breakfast and lunch almost back to back. And so for dinner, I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna eat. I mean, if I'm hungry enough, um, I don't know about ordering something. I don't think they have Jimmy John's around here. So, at least not close by. That could have been like a quick $4 meal, and then if I get a delivery, just like $1.25 delivery or something like that. Not bad at all. But I'm not sure if they have Jimmy John's over here though, like around this area. So or I might have to just wait until after work and then get me something to eat. But I was offered, a suggestion for a job opportunity, a temp job opportunity Saturday. But I mean, I would need the money to survive, but the hurdle is so much noise. Is um crowds and noise, and I mean is crowd too much. I mean, big crowds and noise. But I've done this before, But I wonder how I would be able to handle it though. Um, because I know how. I mean, I remember how dealing with New Orleans with those doggone sports. I mean, working and selling. There was a point in time I would be selling drinks. I mean, I would sell drinks at a temp job. Wait, no, it was it a temp job or it was seasonal? It was called Juma Ventures, and it was a temp service, and like for the basketball games, New Orleans Pelicans. I mean, but I also feel like I don't think God would want me to work sports since it's worldliness. So, um, you know, it's worldliness. So I don't think I don't think he will want me to. Um, I felt ashamed, but in New Orleans, that was one of the only few jobs I was able to get. Like, and I would be selling sodas and water, and I think tea, like I'm sorry, like bottled tea or something. Or I would be helped with food prep at the football games. And one time I went to Texas Longhorn game and worked that game, and I just did not feel right. You know, with the Texas Longhorn games, they do the devil horns, like that, and like, but they're like, oh, that's just some the symbol for the Longhorns. I'm like, no, you don't get it. Like, it's really satanic. So I didn't feel right working, that day. I think it was New Year's 2020. No, New Year's 2019. I think it was somewhere around New Year's 2019. It wasn't the Super Bowl, but it was some other kind of bowl. Um, and they held up the devil horns. A lot. I did that just for demonstration. I don't go around throwing up those hand signs, but I just showed y'all, for demonstration, showing y'all, the devil horn hand sign. And it's like, again, worshiping Satan without even realizing or thinking it's harmless, or try to argue that that's not of the devil. But I don't go around trying to judge or condemn people or beat people over the head, but I just try to kindly and in love try to share with them that I've learned, and then get attacked for it, viciously attacked for it. And made to look like I'm crazy or something. So, in dealing with such noise and crowds and everything, I would need to find something else, like another opportunity. So, it's very hard with my disability also. Can't be around noise and crowds and a lot of people. So, some people think that if it's one job opportunity I can't do because of my disability, then they'd be like, oh, well, that means you don't want to work. But that's not the case. It's hard to get a disability accommodation in a setting like that. So I don't know what other opportunities they might have coming up. I guess there might be more temp opportunities due to the holidays, so that, if we're out for school, out of school, if school is out, and then they got the holidays coming up, then they got more, opportunities for the holidays, possibly, elsewhere. So, I'm going to have to think on that. I probably should just flat out reject it and say no, but as I said, but then again, if I go there and then gotta take an Uber, that's at least, I don't know how much that temp job is per hour, but that would be at least half of my, like, round trip would be at least half of my days worth of work, or close to it, somewhere around there. So that's how it be. But I've been, like, today, coming on to the school and dealing with the heavy gang stalking, I started to feel like I didn't care. I was gonna upload something, but then I backtracked because I feel like I can't afford to I can't afford to, I hate that the fact that in order to keep my job or my place to live, that I can't, I can't expose, like, everything. And then some people think that um they would make it like as if it's not holy for you to expose gang stalkers. They think that that's not holy, or because of society saying that it makes you look crazy. But if a person makes a certain rule and they want to punish you for the rules of their personal liking or disliking for something, or if a certain system wants to punish you, it's not always breaking God's law. You know, so and it's not a good feeling to walk around here and be made to look like a crazy person. To be made out to look crazy. to be discredited and not believed. And another person who was supposedly be a target would also call you crazy and call you mental and try to make you look like a fool, especially when you expose them as a fake TI perp. I've had my history, you know, since 2019 of dealing with those kinds of people who's supposed to be targeted like you, and then when you say that they're a fake TI perp, then they try to smear your name and make you look bad, and then everybody believes their lies, and then more and more people coming against you, and you don't even have a voice. Like, and some people say that targeting individual and gang stalking is, part of cancel culture. I've heard people say that gang stalking is another tactic of cancel culture. And I'm tired of being smear campaigned and hated by the world because of lies and false rumors and what people think. And it's like I don't even get a chance. You know, and it's mind-boggling that other TIs would believe the false rumor about, even, it doesn't even have to be me. If people want to make a false rumor about a certain other target and everybody believes it, and then that person gets mobbed, by people who's supposed to be part of the TI community. And it's just not a good feeling. And not enough TIs they don't seem like they're trying hard enough to try to connect with others. It's like everybody gave up. They gave up on trying to connect with others, and they gave up on exposing the truth. But it seems like I hate to be silent in order to survive. Like, a lot of us have to be coerced into silence in order to survive. And if you can lose your car, your place to live, your job, your family, friends, anything, your status, because you are a whistleblower or spoke the truth about something. Like, you once had not me, because I never had the world, but other people once had the world, and then with the blinking of an eye, everything is taken from them. All this dandruff, I have seborrheic dermatitis. It look like it must be trying to flare up. It's not nearly as bad as during my teenage years. Sorry about that. And you can take a bath every single day and still get dandruff. And a narcissistic abuser would think that because you got a lot of dandruff or bad acne, that they'll think you're a nasty person who doesn't bathe or shower. So I end up having just so many thoughts on my mind, and then when I finally get on film, then like those thoughts go away, and my mind ends up going blank, and I end up not being able to remember exactly what was on my mind, like while I was sweeping the floor, or while I was taking a shower, while I was brushing my teeth, or something like that. So I took a nice break. I'm gonna try to get back to work.